Do 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 da da. Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Direwolf20's 1.20 modpack. Happy Tuesday. Have our Earl Grey. I'm a little slow this morning, running a few minutes late. That's typical. Our bees are happily buzzing behind us. Woo. Okay, we have big plans today because we're going to do our power production in 2 stages. So, this is our little strange setup we did yesterday, where I have a generator running the centrifugal separator to pull crude oil and things out of the bituminous sand, basically to end up with heavy and light oil. And that is very slow. Very, very slow. Also, I went and fished up a couple more oily bees. They did not perish while I released them. I was watching the video back. I think I may have accidentally hit one for sure, and that caused problems. But I really think the more than one oil block in there, because that's crude oil that they need to actually make the oily comb. Having the 2 water blocks, basically, they got caught in between and perished. So we've got 5 of them in here. They're doing okay. They've only been in for like an hour. So we're getting like 1 comb a minute. We'll see if they speed up. I think there are ways to breed them to make them faster. But that's going to take a while, right? Speaking of taking a while, it always takes me a while to remember that I would like to see your amazing chats and say hello to your faces. And perish. Dun, 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 dun. We pop that out where Winnie can't see it. Ah, good morning, all. Okay. There we go. So, bee power is going to have to wait until we've ramped up our production of those combs, right? Oily comb. So in the interim, we're going to do 2 things today. Well, 3 things. First, we're going to head out to an Old Spruce Taiga, which the good news is they're one just south of spawn that we came through on the way on our initial adventures. So we're going to teleport to spawn and head south, and set up a base there in the giant taiga. Or Old Spruce, whatever they're called now. The biomes, they change names all the time. Sometimes I get the old names stuck in my brain. And while we're there, we're going to do something called tree power. We're going to use thermal expansion, and we're going to take some arboreal extractors and pull tree sap out of trees. So if we look at this, any log, right, they can pull resin. Sorry, tree sap, resin, same difference. I'm going to pull resin, and then we're going to take that resin, and if we put it in a fractioning still, we get tree oil and a little rosin as a byproduct. And that tree oil, if we put it in a compression dynamo, actually is quite efficient in terms of power production. And so this, with the right amount of upgrades and the right amount of arboreal extractors, this can produce a great deal of power. So we're going to do that. We're probably going to use XNet to manage all those liquids and things going between blocks. But I thought it would be fun to do it in the actual giant taiga biome, because that's the tree we're going to use to produce our awesome tree oil resin to get us power. So we'll need XNet to help us manage that. We will also need RF Tools dimensional cells. So let me get the parts for XNet that we need. We'll need a controller. We're gonna need some connectors and some network cable, and that's pretty much it. Yep. Don't need any of the wireless stuff, whatever. Just 3 little blocks to manage all the back and forth. So, and I love setting up XNet stuff. Let's also look at the RF tools. We're going to need their power cells, these. Dimensional cell. And one of the fun things about this, is that we need prismarine shards to do this, right? The good news is there are a number of ways to obtain prismarine, but one of the easiest is to haunt Lappy using the create mod. So just a super simple fan setup with some soul fire, and that can be a soul campfire, will get prismarine shards and crystals. So that's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to do all of that in the new place. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let us gear up. I am going to leave our storage here for now. I may move it to the new base off camera. But for now, these chunks are loaded and we have access to all of our storagey things. And so we're going to do that. I'm actually going to, you know, we need this fractioning still. I'm going to take it with us. Right? And by take it with us, I mean put it in storage. Aha. Probably the same here. We'll leave the centrifugal separator. I say that. We may take it all. Let's nap. We're not going to take a travel companion with us because I'm hoping we're going to carry some bones. I'm hoping to find a doggo in the taiga. You know what? Let's just take this with us. We might need it. Who knows? We'll just put all its goodies in there. Centrifugal separator. So that's the plan. Tree power adventure. Go to an old spruce forest, set up arboreal extractors, make dimensional power cells from RF tools. New base time. Very exciting. Okay, I don't know if we need a boat, but we'll put a boat in our inventory. And let's head to spawn. To start with. Whoop! Why are you so chaotic, spawn? Thing, there we go. A bit better. Nice. Melting things. Okay, we need to head due south. Through the mystical woods. Oh, I don't have snow boots on. Where are my snowshoes? Right there. Let's do that. Where are Skeletors? Traveling through the snow. Yes, we have absolutely been to that tower. Because we spawned in here. Oh, look. It's our friend the sweat bee. What's up, buddy? Nothing like beginning your day with a little walk in the woods. What else I'd like to begin my day with? Where am I? Nope. There we go. I have a lot of, I guess we'll leave our bases marked. Yeah, but everything else, there were just too many dots on the screen. Too many waypoints. I have a habit of marking everything we pass. flower pouch set up so I can be getting botania flowers as we adventure. But I'll have to wait for the next episode. Okay, let's check our map. Yep, we're on track. Just due south because here is Old Growth Pine Taiga. There we go. I was close, and I'd like to set up maybe somewhere on the water if we can. I think that would be fun. Make a spruce base. Maybe an A-frame? Log cabin? One of the fun parts of having vein miner. Someday we'll get more exciting armor. Oh, waystone. Perfect. We'll need that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I've ever found one in the middle of a taiga forest before. That was unusual. There's doggos. Yeah, okay. And zombies right under us. Okay, let's grab some bones. Dun, dun, dun. Don't need that many bones. Hi, pupper. One shot. You're a buddy. Let's go. I think you need, we're only going to take one puppy. Because managing more than one is a little tough. Well, if we find another one near the base, we'll set up like a puppy breeding program. Right? And I'm so glad they have fixed. You used to lose your pets on snow. They used to not do a great job following you. Like it was a major problem. So if you got a doggo in like a snowy plains, they couldn't follow you. It was very sad. There's some shenanigans here. Okay, if we go a little bit right, we can get across on the ice. Well, it's good to know we have a nice ice supply nearby. There we go. Giant taiga. Incoming. Old growth pine taiga. Spruce taiga? Spruce taiga. What is it? Old growth pine taiga. I hate to tell you, it's a spruce forest, though. That's okay. Weird labeling. Sandy beach. There it is in the distance. Oh, we're going to be kind of close to our farm base. There's a wolfies. There's foxes. What if we have snow foxes? We're close enough. I don't think so. Okay, oh, you know the other thing we need? While we're running through here, let's grab some of this. I know I can make it, but let's just put it in Winnie's inventory. Oh, lush cave. Okay, that's important. Let me put this on the map. Yet another marker. We'll call this Lush Cave Ravine. Right? Okay, we're almost to the water. Let's see if there's a good place to call home. That's actually a really nice flat spot. But do we want to be on the water? I think I want to be in the taiga, not in the river biome. Squeeds! A nice bend in the river. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's like a natural bay right here. Beautiful. Little natural pull off. What's our land look like? We got a little bit of flooded caves under us. That's not a terrible thing. What about the other side? Looking into... Look out, doggo. It's pretty good. And it kind of opens up over there. Oh, and there's one of those big... This is a nice little clearing. We got the bay. We're kind of on the corner. I think that would be easy to fill in. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's take off our snow boots. What am I gonna name the puppy? Also, what are you? A resin bee. I feel like we need that. Gimme. What does a resin bee do? What do you do? If we breed a resin bee with a lumber bee, we get a plastic bee. Oh, that's cool. And then a reed and a resin gives us a silky bee. Okay, a plastic bee gives us literally the plastic from industrial foregoing. Okay, I'm sold. And then a silky bee gives us silky comb and spider eye, and I'm betting silky comb gives us string, right? Yeah. That's pretty amazing. But for the plastic for industrial foregoing, that's amazing, puppers. You know what? I know what to call the puppy. Physics has a dog named Waffles. We have Waffles and Lucy in the house. Wouldn't it be fun to have a dog named Pancakes? Yep, that's it. Your name is Pancake. Pancake the wolf. Pancake. Okay, and we're going to need to sleep here. Let's go ahead and set our spawn here. I'm going to tuck ourselves up this hill a tiny bit. Sleepy time. And then let's clear the area. Just a wee bit. Get rid of some of our little trees. And again, in case it was unclear, I'm a clearing the area kind of person, and then we will replant trees to make it look like they've always been here. But Minecraft's terrain and tree generation is a little wackadoodle. It's not feng. There's no feng shui, right? And we need some feng and some shui. We also need some dirt to fill in these holes, since I'm stealing all the mossy cobble. Yes, let's see what we have in the way of dirt. Dirtage. Oh wow, we used a lot of it for our other base. Yes, I realize that's the real craft stuff. We don't need that right now. We do not need it. Okay, let's do a tiny bit of ground clearing. And we're gonna try to use the existing landscape if I can. I might like zhuzh it a little bit. But here's our clearing. Should we get back into this corner instead? Maybe. But I do like it. Oh yeah, let's build this in. Don't want to be trying to dig a basement and get waterlogged. Maybe, you know, this is not for swimming. The water is old and gross and full of slimy things. It's not bueno. You been stuck under there, buddy? You want to get out? Yellow carpenter bee's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can we help? There we go. Pancake? Seriously, dude. In the way, brother. Okay, that was a little bit of terraforming. Well, I love that we have a mineral sapling there. We don't actually need one right this second. Okay. I started with a fresh palette. Chirping around in Minecraft. Oh, he's after the flowers, I see. That is good. Very good. I like the little step down the water. I like this for like working area. Let's so right here, a little 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Make a long house, right? Let me put all the junky junk in here. Have a little bite, dude. Nice. What's that over there? Skeletor. Really, bro? We don't want none of what you're selling. Why are you hiding in the trees? Thank you. Rude? So rude. Hey, maybe we'll find a skeleton spawner here. Okay. What are you gonna do? We're gonna do a log house. So right. And that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's perfect. There's 5 and 5. And 5. That's magical how that's working out. Longhouse. And maybe that's it. Right? Okay, so then we're going to okay, so I'm gonna strip the first layer that we put down. And then we're gonna do a layer that doesn't get stripped. Whoop. On top of it. Whoop. Wow. When you could place blocks, that'd be great. So this one would be stripped. So if you've ever seen me do a floor like this, no, this is what do we do? Yep, that's fine. Oh, let's strip this one. Like so. Yes, yes. Okay, and then we'll have another layer on top that matches the one underneath. 3, 4, 5. Which means that isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strippity doodah. God, I just need to make the walls and then figure out the stripping math in a minute. What? Okay. So this one's actually not stripped, I do believe, and this one is. Oh, let's do that. Nope. That one. That one. Like so. Yes, I think. And then that, like so. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I feel like I want to mute how dark the non-stripped is. That's okay. And we're going to cut windows in this, right? It's just Winnie figuring out the... Oop. The ends. A little bit like so. Okay, and then I have a feeling we would have a door over here. Something like that. Centered, off-centered. I really like a double door. In which case, we might do something like that. So that there could be a little window here. Of some kind. Really, Pancake? Like right in the way, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit your butt down. And is that still... Yes, that still will totally jive with the thing and the stuff. Nice. This one should not be stripped. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, then this one should be. And this one should not be. And maybe that's as high as we go. Let's take a nap. Lost my bed. There have been stranger Minecraft houses, I think. Feels big. But that's okay. Maybe we made it too long. Long house. It's fine. Okay, that's plenty high. Let's work on the roof, which is A-frame if we can manage it. And I think plain spruce, and we'll edge it with something good. Like, I think this is too high. I think we don't want it to go up this high. Yep, I think that's good. Ouch. Ouchie. And we're going to make a, let's see. make the shape of it. Let's start back here. So I want it to feel droopy. And it's gonna go all the way to the ground. Okay, that is technically the middle. Das ist gut. So we just want it to come down like it went up. Whoop. Down and out, down and out, down. Out and down and out and down and out. Like so. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna bring that forward. And if we had the scaffolding. Do something like this. Get to all the pieces. Right? Bonk. And we'll decide whether or not we want to put stairs or slabs on it. Okay, let's figure out the transition between levels real quick. It should be as easy as stepping up, but you know. Building with Winnie. Always an adventure. Oop. Okay, the good news is I have a metric ton of spruce in here. Let's put our dirt and mushrooms and extra sticks and saplings away. Go. Okay, and now we need to go. I'll clean up this mess. Now we need to go up one. Right? So there's a little lip. Zip. Not that many. So the reason we're using whole blocks is just to get the shape down first. Right? And this layer feels... I feel like maybe that should have happened the log before. This is gonna feel short. Because the front is so long. So let's bring it forward one block. Like that. Easy part about this roof is it's very easy to navigate. Nice. Give me that. Okay. And we're gonna go back to here. So that's, yeah, that's better. Then we get a full 5 blocks before we go up. Again. And we'll put dormers in this, and all. We'll make this an interesting rooftop. Oh, yep. Meow. And that can just fade away because it's not actually... As we run into the ground, we'll just let it merge into the ground. Oh, like that one. Whoop. In fact, this is our last row. Yeah. So we'll finish off the house back here. I don't think we need to go up again. Like so. Wow, how did I reach there? What's my block reach? I don't even know. That was crazy. We have now turned this into a mob spawner. Just FYI. Oh, got this side. Down to the ground, get out of the rain. Boom, boom. I need to fill all this in too, because we certainly don't want. Okay, take the bed. Oh, we need to set up a waypoint too, so we can get back here very easily. Very easily. We're gonna do something different back here. I don't know what, but not that for sure. Okay. What's up, Pupper? Okay, we'll have to cut holes in the A-frame for windows. Let me even up these. Doggo's like, what are we even doing in here? I promise there'll be light soon. Maybe we'll put in some skylights. Yeah, it wouldn't be an A-frame without skylights, right? But what I really want to do is figure out how to make the ceiling consistent in here. And what are we going to do at the front? I kind of like the deep overhang. Something like that, and then poke a hole in the... Yep. Give us a little window up there. We got the resin bee hanging out. I think the windows would be something like this. Right? We definitely want, and we'll put the wood that doesn't have the edges in there. So some of these, but I'll strip some of them. Like so. Yep, that's fine. Same thing here. It's kind of cool, actually. How is the sun going down again already? It's amazing. Let's set our bed down in here. Not in its permanent resting spot, but somewhere. So we can avoid some spawns. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And then how are we going to manage the floor in here? I feel like it should be a different wood, probably oak, since we're doing the whole spruce thing. And we may go with the chipped mod oak floors. Yeah, so we have parquet, oak plank, Oh, re-chiseled. Yeah. Oak plank tiles. Oak plank brick. Wavy oak plank. Okay, well let's get a bunch of oak and grab our chisel. Do 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 do. And then do like this and say, what do we like? We like those are too busy. Something like the big, I mean, parquet would be nice. What are those? They have flooring. What do y'all look like together? Pretty good. I mean, are these too busy? Kind of dig the X's. Ooh, some of these are just cray cray. Okay, let's try the oak plank brick and see how we go. Oops. Right? I don't think they'll be too harsh. On the old eyeballs. We like that. That's pretty good. It's different. And we're in modded. We should make it different, right? Can you scooch over? There you go. Pancake is like, I don't know about this whole floor thing. I kind of like the grass. Then he would dig up the floor because puppy. Oh, we can make little like platform. If I were smart, I would get out the building gadget and do this. But sometimes you just want to dig up some grass and set down some blocks in Minecraft. I was thinking about this earlier. You know, how I'm sure there's some of you who are frustrated by me not plopping down a single base and doing all the stuff that we've done in one location. And I would say to you that there is absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. However, sometimes what my sides are different. Okay. Because there's dark. That. Yes. There. Sorry. I can't think and talk at the same time, apparently. It's a feature. I would say that it is important for me to have a sense of play in Minecraft. I'm playing a game. And it's fun to go on adventures and have to build different bases to do different things. What do we think? Gonna fill in? I think I'm gonna fill in this little hole. Oop, not full. We definitely need some lighting in here. Holy Toledo. And I want to put our windows in. Like so. And then we can do something fancy out here. Like glass. I don't know. They all seem to be right on the transition point. Which is fine. And we may just fill these in completely. Prevent mob spawns. Like wood is cheap. Because that's just going to be a big old dark hole that things can spawn in. Right? Let's not say we did. Boom, 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 boom. And maybe this can be storage. Like little cabinet. Something, something. Right? Yeah, to give it a little dimension. All the dimension. And then if we were really smart, we would use that here. Actually, be the other way. That. Pretty cool. You two. You two. Do we want one on both sides? I think we do. Where's my other no edge having wood there? There we go. Oop, missed one. Ooh. It's starting to take shape. We definitely want the mossy front stoop. And we'll turn this into a porch so it doesn't look as weirdly awkward. Right? So much for my... How am I doing on time? Pretty terrible. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta build. Okay, I'm gonna... Nope, nope. I want this little overhang look. I do. There we go. Maybe that should be one of those. Okay. Maybe not as much. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let me have your ink. Nothing. Nothing. And I think we're going to put moss and grass and green growy things along on the roof, right? That makes the most sense to me. Let us get some doors on this business. And hopefully like so. And in our porch, probably... We want a little bit of a contrast with everything else. Now I've got to figure out how to make this side match. Who's the other side? We did a little bit of this. Oop. Nope, so all I need is one baby zombie spawning in there. And this kind of, I think this is the thing that I'm missing on this side. That the walls are actually stepped back. Right? Yes, and that, somehow I went out there. Did I make it crooked? I feel like I did. Let's sleep in our super dark house. Wow. It's so dark, puppy. Da, da, da. Let us see. Name tag. No, lantern. I was thinking about naming the puppy. And we should probably make some more of these because reasons. 5 is good. Apparently I'm out of nuggets. But 1 here to start. I feel like we would have some light up here. And possibly, well, that's going to be in the middle of the closet. Do we want a closet on both sides? I don't know. I really like it though. That little, like, it's so cool. Oh, the real question is, I think the floor should be the same as the house, right? That it feels like it's part of the deal. And maybe even, yeah, the same as the step. And let's fix this. Or have any more of those? No, but we have the technology to make them. Boom, boom. Yes, I love the indent. That is, I think, my favorite thing. Okay, we'll judge the lights, but for now, at least we have lighting. And I think I'm gonna not make an entrance back here. I think what we're gonna do is like any amazing cabin in the snow. Do I have enough panes? Is yellow okay? I feel like I don't want colored glass though. I feel like our cabin in the woods would have clear. So there'd be a big and then do I want maybe some of that? And then there would be little windows over here. And if we want to put a door in there, we could. There we go. Right? Like your cabin would have the big, now of course that would be overlooking some spectacular mountain view. We'll put like garden and greenery and stuff back there. Right? I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, and I think you would have, do I have any wood stairs? Nope. Okay, what can we get rid of with that? Don't need the chisel right this second or that extra door. Glass panes. We're sure we want glass here. Maybe, oh, inset like that so we can put stuff in there. Yeah. Nice. And then we probably want to do another set of those right here. For sure. Building in the woods with Winnie. And I am going to do a little pop out there. We might replace that with a stair later. I think that would be wise. Oop. Like so. Okay, let's fix all these wonky doodle. Let's see. I have technology to do that. And a few more of these. So like that and like that and like that. And like that. Yes. Just so. Except I think I messed up the other ones, given what this looks like. Yep. And this one is the pale and the dark. Pale and dark. Beautiful. Pale. Pale. There, no ugly wood inside things. I like it, I like it. Put our tiny window up there. Should we make it, I feel like we could fairly do a skylight thing like that. Perfect, beautiful. Okay, and now that I'm looking at the shape of things, right? So we got the main shape of the building done. Now let's talk refining those shapes. Give me some spruce. I'm gonna do like this. Right, we're adding detail as we go. In which case our lantern can go right there. Or maybe centered above our window, possibly. Speaking of windows, boom. And doors. I think we're going to use some oak pressure plates here. Do I have any oak? I do. Why wouldn't you make your life easier? Okay, I will figure out what I did at the front of this later. I think I'm one block off. And then what did I say we needed? Oak stairs. That's the other thing. We need some of those. Or do we want slabs? Don't know. Would there be... I feel like there'd be a definitive place that you would go up to the next level. And maybe it would be kind of recessed so that you could have I don't want to use fences. Do we have anything? No, not rail. Bars. What do we have in the way of bars? Brass bars. End steel, dark steel. Oh, framed bars. We can make them look however we want. Ooh, let's do that. So then they can be oak. I love that. Do I have any framed blocks? I do. Because I'm awesome. Oh no, okay, that's a framed wall. How do we get framed bars? Oh, there we go. So we can put these up here. And then say make them spruce. Haha, it's pretty cool. I feel like we need something on top. Like a rail. But I don't know what that is. Those might be too busy. Oh well, good enough for now. And I think what we'll do is have our bed in the middle. I know you're saying, why in the middle? Oh, I forgot a window. Boop. Everything else? Don't want things walking in here. Yep, nope, forgot another one. Nice. And wood. Also wood, there we go. Poke the hole. Because I think with the window, this is where you would have your seating area, right? You get light, have a reading nook and whatever. All the good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop derping around with decorating. We'll get to the mods I want to get into today. Da, da, da. Hey, Bax. How's it going? Let's go Minecraft. Exactly. We're just derping around in a Direwolf20 mod pack. What are you up to today? Having a good day, I hope. What else do I need? Some cobbling. Yes. And then put that away. And then let's throw some of this away. Nope. Save the berries and the whatnots. I guess we'll save the mystical black flowers. Close our doors. Oh, we should probably put down a mega torch too while I'm at it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and we'll decorate the bedroom and stuff. Maybe I'll do that off camera and then just show you how cool it is. But right now, after I fix this one spot that's driving me crazy. Boom. Okay. Are we even? We're even. That's good. The center of the house is on the center of the building. I don't know why my front looks so weird. I'll figure that out off camera. I need time to like stare at it in silence for my brain to process. But right now, let's take a look at the arboreal extractors. They are glass, a bucket, a redstone servo, and an iron gear. Super cheap. So we're going to need to make 2, 4, 6. Let's start with 8 of these. So we want 8 iron servos, 8 buckets. I'm just making new ones because reasons. The cheapest pushing gear we can make, 8 of those. I'm out of nuggets. Always out of iron nuggets. I don't know what's up with that. Probably because I don't make very many when I make them. 8 of those. 8 bucket, 8 thing, 8 thing. We have plenty of glass and planks. We should be able to make 8. Yes, arboreal extractors. Beautiful. Now, we're going to need to put them in a fractioning still, which we have, right? Yes. So the output of that is going to be resin and, oh no, it's going to be tree oil. Right? And we're going to take the tree oil and put it in, I mean, we could put it in a compression dynamo. Oh no, we're going to get, sorry, my bad. We're going to get resin, and we turn the resin into tree oil using the fractioning still. And then we need some compression dynamos to burn it. So we have our fractioning still, we have our arboreal extractor. We probably want tanks in between, because eventually we'll produce more resin than we can burn. But for now, let's just make a couple of compression dynamos. So we need bronze ingots, and I don't think I have any bronze yet. Let us see. It's just copper and tin. Do I have any of that? No. Okay, so we need some more redstone flux. And I think we want 4 compression dynamos. Eventually we'll be producing enough tree oil to do that. So we'll go ahead and make them. Okay, bronze, the cheapest way to make bronze. Nope, it's still 1 copper and 1 tin. And let's see if we have tin. I hear Bob. I have 20 tin. Oh, I need to process some tin. Let's do that. So this is making me regret not bringing our setup. Bob. Bob, the doors are on front, dude. He's ignoring me. Can't hear me. What do you have? Skeleton skull, white sand, a birch sapling. Really, Bob? Oh, a hither thither wand, which I still don't know what it is. We got one in our last, when we did our steampunk playthrough. No idea. Your trades suck today, dude. Just FYI. Yep. Yep. Okay. So processing, let's see if I have a blast furnace hiding in here. I do. Where are we going to put our storage when we get our storage in here? Probably here. So I'll set up Pancake. You're in the way, buddy. So let's just grab some charcoal and start. Oop, nope, that's wrong. Start processing that tin so I can make more brass. And in the meantime, let's see how much. The half a stack. And what did I say? I wanted 4 of these. 4 compression dynamos. Let's see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Awesome sauce. Put our tin away. Now we need some XNet to set this all up. Well, let's get this started. So, we're just going to use the tree that is here. I think that's the wise thing to do. We're going to use that one or this one. I feel like this one's fine. Although we could build a little shed around this one more easily. So let's use this one. Just clear stuff away from it so we can get to it. Get rid of you. Okay. Here's how this works. I think it's been a while since I've set up one of these, so you know. And we'll do it all above ground for now so that you can see it, and then we'll build around the tree. So basically, you take the arboreal extractors and you whack them on a tree trunk, right? And they should extract uses fertilizer to boost production. They should pick. Do you need leaves near you? Is that why you're not happy? You do need leaves. So you need a log surrounded by 3 leaves. Really? This used to be so much easier. Are they on top of it? Okay, so the question is, can I fake out the mod and say, here's a tree and there are leaves above it. Is that a thing? We may have to just make a bunch of little trees in the right formation. Is anything happening? No. Use fertilizer to boost, put down the axe. It's hilarious. Okay, so what is it wanting me to do? Is it wanting me to do this? with 3 leaves around it and then an arboreal extractor attached to that. I think this is what that picture says. Maybe? Or does it just take a long time? Bueller. I gotta change things. Log, log. Leaf, leaf, leaf. Or does it need to go in between? Does it need to be like this? This is relearning mods with Winnie. Nothing. Or are you just slow? Let's sleep. Let us sleep. It's night, game. Like, well, not night. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Okay. Bone meal makes it go faster. Let's look at some bone meal. Because we have a bunch of bone blocks. Okay, the way that I thought it would work is this. Put some bone meal in there. Nothing. The way I think the picture says. Nope. That? I mean... log? That's what that is, right? Like... I wish they had the picture of the arboreal extractor in the image. Does it have to be on an existing tree? Like, can I not fake the tree? Let's try an existing tree. So if we go up to an actual tree that exists, it's not even like, it should be showing the process, right? Not happy. Why are you not happy? I'm sure you don't put coal in them. I'm sure you don't need energy. No, it's just bone meal. Make him go faster. They should, their little face should indicate that they're working, and it's not. I am momentarily confused. But let's see if the ones that I've had sitting here for a minute have done anything. No. Redstone ignored. Extracts fluids from adjacent trees. I mean, you're adjacent to a tree. There is... Got to turn off my phone. Okay. It is time for super fast internet search. potentially, of here we go. Oh, maybe. Oh, diminishing returns if more than one of them touches a tree. They each need their own tree. Grow the tree before the extractors place. Okay. So this one's never gonna work. And this one's not, it's not a grown tree. We have to grow the trees. And they each need their own tree. So let's make a little room. Get a few more saplings. And let's try a line. There are 8 saplings for our 8 arboreal extractors. And I would actually like them to not grow leaves like right next to the ground. We should be able to do this. Well, it did it anyway. Stupid tree. Seriously. Okay, so that's grown. Pardon me. I feel like the dirt might have been a bad idea. Wow, what is my reach? It's insane. Are you working? I can't tell. Is it just taking a really long time? Let's try some more. Booger. Don't know if they all need. That one has one. That one has one. The ones where I had dirt behind them. Are you doing anything? I can't tell. Okay, let's put bone meal on the first couple. And I guess we just need to let them sit here for a hot minute. very confused. Unless they've just really slowed it down, you would normally have started seeing the resin. Like, it's slow, but you should be able to see it right there with no issue. All my power ideas are taking too long. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's why this pack is not getting a whole lot of love. Like, what else do we have in here? We have extreme reactors. I can make a tiny reactor. I don't know if I have enough uranium to run it. Okay, well, that's potentially giving us the resin. Let's turn weather down. It's loud. Much as I love the rain. Let's work on, let's get some XNet set up. You know what? Let's haunt some Lappy into Prismarine, because that's fun. So we get to go to the create mod, and we can make an encased fan, which I probably should just search for. There it is. And then we're also going to need some andesite alloy. Perfect. And a couple of these. And some casings, which are always fun. That's strip wood. Boom, boom. That we whack with a piece of andesite. Boop, 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 boop. Just like that. That gives us andesite casing, and we got some shafts. And how do we make you? We need to make a propeller, which means we need, oh, not aluminum. Iron sheets. Well, we could do that in a multi-servo press, or we can make a mechanical press. Let's go ahead and make a mechanical press. It's not hard. We'll do a little bit of create today. He says. Do I have a block of iron in there? No. Boom. We probably need an iron farm at some point. And then let's stick this with sleep, and then we can get rid of the rain. Is that two Bobs in here with me? Two Bobs. It's two Bobs. What do you have? Ring of Recovery, 15% cooldown reduction. That's pretty nice. Birch, fir, ferns, wilted lilies, and a flowering oak sapling. Thanks, Bob. Y'all are a little bit, just a little bit annoying today. Meow. Where else? He's hiding. Nothing to see here. Yes, they have a hat and a mustache. The llamas, sometimes. Gotta have some fancy llamas. Yeah, get on out of here. Okay. Nice. And we just need a hand crank. Let's chuck that up there. And then make a little one of these. Except I need to be in a crafting table to do that. There we go. Stick it up there. Stick a block underneath. I need 4 iron things. And we just chuck them down. And then we turn this. Nope. Magnets on. There we go. Magnets now off. We should get an achievement for this. Yeah. Made the advancement bonk. So we spin this until it bonks 4 times. Is that everything? Yes. Gimme. Nice. Now we can make our propeller for our fan. Like so. And an encased fan. Yay. And then we just need a little water wheel. Is good and sufficient. And I have a bucket of water. And let's do this outside. Are you a nest? Yes, give me that. Let's turn, what were you? A resin bee. Nice. Let's turn our magnet pack on. Put it on our charm slot. And look, this is a perfect place for running the fan. Dum 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 dum. If and a bucket of water there. And we stuck fan the water wheel. Nope, give me that. There. It goes spinny spinny. And then that. Let's go the wrong way. So we need a gearbox to turn the direction. So we need some little cogwheels. And then with a casing gives us a gearbox. And I'm actually going to make a vertical gearbox. And you can see that that is now blowing this direction, right? And then all we have to do is put a soul campfire in front of that. Like so. And then probably a block to prevent it from going anywhere. And maybe a couple of trapdoors. And if I turn my magnet back off, because it's going to cause problems, grab some lappy lazuli, like so, and chuck it right there so that the air from the soul fire is blowing on the lappy lazuli. This is called haunting, and you know it's working because the lappy actually has particle effects. And in a second, that stack should convert to a combination of prismarine and prismarine crystals. And it takes it a minute because it's converting a whole stack. And we have very slow rotational force. There it goes. Ta-da! 49 prismarine shards and 13 prismarine crystals. Like magic. And we'll like make that look less floaty. Okay, let's check out our arboreal extractors. Nothing. I have done something wrong. It is user error. I will research what I have done off camera. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and do some XNet. Let's do our power sharing first, and that is RF tools, dimensional cells. So I need some machine frames, and we want at least 2 to begin with, and then redstone blocks, lappy, diamond, etc. And then what does it take to upgrade them? Redstone and some infused diamonds. I think that's worth it, because we'll go from 1 million RF to 4 million RF capacity. So if I make 8 of these, do I have enough redstone to do this? 1, 2. Yeah, nice. Okay, we also need some power cell cards, because we want them all to be part of the same network. And that's how, so we can link them across dimensions. Oh, the other thing I want to do is infuse them. So do we have a machine infuser? I do. What this little jobber do is he's important. So we can add dimensional shards, of which I have a ton. Oops. I want stacked game. Let me put some of this away. Don't need that anymore, or that, or that, or that. And my magnet can go back on my charm slot. We don't drop things inadvertently. Okay, so if we take dimensional shards, which are these fabulous things, and some, I don't even think, do we need power? It's got power. Do we have a generator? We do. Let's grab that and some charcoal, just so this stays powered up. So what you can do is take any block, most blocks from RF tools. In this case, we're taking actually the thing that's going to store our power. And it says in that yellow text, infusing bonus, reduced long distance power extraction cost, and increased RF tick per output. Oh, there we go. There's folks. Hey, Gregory, how's it going? Drake! What's up, friend? You see create and iron spells. You like it already? Yeah, we're the Direwolf20's 1.20 mod pack. This one didn't get a whole lot of press or love or anything, and I can't figure out why. Other than maybe he made it too early in the development cycle. So Gregory, the things you missed, my friend, we are now in a, I have to read the name, Old Spruce Taiga, or Giant Taiga, as they used to be called. I have made an A-frame house into the hill here. Woo, it's like our log cabin in the woods kind of thing. Super fun. We did not bring our storage with us this time because I thought it would be fast. It's not fast. Because I have been trying to connect the arboreal extractors to trees and get them to work. And I feel like we have a problem, Houston. I've tried a billion different configurations and I can't get them to get resin out of a tree. Like, we've grown the trees, I've faked the trees. I don't know if I've set them in the wrong place on the tree, if they need to go on the bottom. I didn't even think about that. But there is nothing very helpful about the image. Other than, like, I would really have liked to have seen where the arboreal extractor goes. Like, does it go in the middle of the log, not on the front like it used to? Am I crazy? I am tired. Let's sleep. Yeah, arboreal extractor mystery. I'm gonna have to look it up between episodes because I was hoping to have like resin all done this episode. Like, this is supposed to be our starter power while I wait for the oily bees to make crude oil or oily comb, and we process that. Trying to be different about power production, and I'm about to resort to making a freaking reactor because I can't seem to get it solved. I was trying to extract crude oil from the bismuth sand or the bitumen sand, and it just was taking forever. Like, I feel like this needs a little balance work on it. You know, I really am curious. These things have a, like, do they need to go under the tree? Because there's kind of a weird UI thing. Like, am I a complete crazy girl? I've tried everything. I've tried in the tree, outside of the tree, fake tree, no tree. They don't like the big trees. I'm so confused. You literally used to just slap them on the front of a big tree and they work. Like, it was so nice. But I keep expecting the UI to show me that they're happy, and it's not. I'm not clear. Maybe they don't like spruce. I didn't even think about that. Should we grow an oak tree and see if it's any different? Learning with Winnie. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. Grow the thing. Me. Give me some bone meal. Okay, I've grown a tree. I'm not gonna touch the tree. We'll try it here. Aha! It wants to be on the bottom of the tree because that UI has changed. Okay. There's resin. What the actual crippity crap? Okay, give me all these. Didn't even occur to me it needs to be the bottom. Oh my god. Okay. Winnie's a genius. Yeah. Okay, let's come back here. I would like you on the spruce trees. Thanks. Well, see, all Drake had to do was come in. If I tried rotating them, Team COFH website says they face the player when placed. Yeah, see? Yep, see, we got them. They need to be on the bottom of the tree. That would have been very helpful. Bottom block. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we use a mechanical pump to draw the resin out. I'm going to use XNet. But yes. Okay, now let's work on this setup. Yay, so we're getting resin very slowly. I know if we add bone meal, the resin goes faster, see? So I think one of our first orders of business is for me to hunt around and see if I can find a skeleton farm. Well, I'll go caving off camera for sure. Nope, don't need those. Go away. I need the bone block. Gimme, 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 gimme. This is why we have the bone block. I thought we might be doing this. Is that one working? Yes. And it takes a second to register that there's bone meal. Possibly. Yeah, there it goes. Are you gonna work? Go. Go, go, gadget. Bone meal. Maybe not. The others are going. Ah! Bees scared me. We're serious. So we have 8 going at probably 100 millibuckets a minute, maybe, possibly. Okay, and here's what we're gonna do. We're going to free a spot underneath so that we can pull the resin out. Ta-da! Okay, let's make our XNet stuff now that we have... I mean, you would have been useful. Hey, thank you for looking it up. I knew that's why you got quiet as you were hunting the answer. And the odds of me actually figuring it out may have been slim to none. Okay. The other thing I was doing before I got distracted by trying to fix that problem. We were looking at the machine infuser from RF Tools. And so we want to infuse our dimensional cells. These are going to be our batteries, basically, but they are also the way we're going to transfer power across between bases, because I want power to be happening at one base, and we'll keep the chunks loaded. And then wherever we go, we'll have a dimensional cell, like they can talk to each other. Basically, you link them, and they share power. They're like, think of them as like a multi-block that the blocks don't have to be in the same place, right? So we want to infuse them, and the way you do that is put dimensional shards in here with a little bit of power and throw the dimensional cell. It takes 4 stacks of dimensional shards to completely infuse a single block. We're going to do that with the fractioning. Oh no, that's a thermal. You can do it to any RF tools machine. So see how it says 29% infused? It'll hit 50% when it's done all of them. Also, we're going to run into a power issue here. Yeah. So these last 2 stacks are going to take a bit longer. So we'll leave that to do its thing. Infuse one of our power cells while I set up XNet. So the first thing we need from XNet is a controller, which means we need a machine frame. Yay. And a redstone comparator. Boom. And a couple of repeaters, which I don't think I have, so we'll make them. And a little bit of gold, iron, and redstone. I swear you have one of those. There it is. So then we have a controller. We also need a bunch of blue connectors, which is chests with blue dye, redstone dust, and gold. And let's make sure we have enough chests. Hold on. I'm actually going to do this recipe. Make sure we have a stack of chests in our inventory. And I don't know how much blue dye we have either. I think, yes, I anticipated having to do this, so we're fully stocked. I love it when I think ahead. And we need at least, we need 8 for the arboreal extractors. We need 1 for the connector, 1 for power. So maybe 16. So you need a connector for every block that's going to be in the network. And then we need network cables to actually connect everything together. And I'll just make a stack of those. So this also needs power. So I'm actually going to stick the controller down here and let it suck up some power for just a minute. Doobie-doobie-doo. And this, I'm hoping that gets done sooner rather than later. Yep, we'll let that do that. And what we're going to do is add our connectors to the arboreal extractors. So if you just put them under the block underneath, they'll automatically connect to a block that can be interacted with. And you can actually turn on and off the connections. It'll tell you what it's connected to. And right now it's only connected to the arboreal extractor. So you need a connector and everything. And then we can hook the cables up. Oop. So XNet lets us move power, liquid, items, and redstone all with in the same pipe, basically. You just have to tell it what you want it to do. And then the other thing we're going to need is to take a nap and make a mega torch, so I don't worry about that so much. Sleepy time. Drake says, you're also stuffing your face and dealing with looking for work. Again. Oh, man. That sucks. I'm sorry. I hope that the next one you find is a good one. Also, don't sell myself short. I know far more than you do about most of these mods. Thank you. I would say we're pretty evenly done. Like, you know a lot about some stuff that I don't. I think that's one of the beauties of modded Minecraft is you can get really deep into some of these, and then new stuff comes along, and suddenly I have no idea what I'm doing. And I get to learn a whole new thing. And for me, that's one of the joys of doing modded Minecraft. Not just developing an expertise with mods over time. Like you get really comfortable with them, and it's really nice to know you can, like, I know I can use XNet to do anything that I need to do in terms of moving resources around, no matter what form they are. And that's wonderful. But like, I don't have a whole lot of experience with integrated dynamics, and more I'm discovering that that mod is also very useful in terms of how it provides interconnectivity to different mods. So, and I love learning new stuff all the time. Okay, do you have enough power? Are you done? I'm getting there. That should be fine. Let's let you process the rest of these. There we go. Okay, so an XNet system. This is the things that you have to have. You have to have blocks that are connected to the system, right? And so every time you connect a block to the system, let's say I want to make sure the controller is part of our system, it has to have a connector, not just a cable, right? And then if you right click the controller, it shows you the interface, and it'll show you all the blocks that are connected. And then there are channels, and you can think of these channels as steps in the process that you're trying to accomplish. So each channel is responsible for one step. So if I want to pull the resin out of those arboreal extractors, I'm going to use channel number 1 to do that. So I'm going to pull them out, and then I need to put that resin somewhere. In fact, let's make a tank, because I think I do want a reservoir of some kind. Because we might not finish our whole process, and it'd be nice to build up a backlog of fluid. And actually, one of the best tanks is the jumbo tank from Mob Grinding Utils. We actually made this for our mob farm. We just need to make 4 singularity tanks, and then add a little bit of iron, and we get a jumbo tank. And XNet actually plays really well with these. So I'm going to put my tank, it can be anywhere, but it's going to need to be connected to the network, right? So I'm going to have to put a connector on the tank, and then make sure, oops, nope. And then make sure the cables can get to the connector. So pardon the crazy wiring. It can actually be. We can put the connector on the front. It doesn't matter. XNet, there are very few exceptions, but XNet plays really well with blocks regardless of their sidedness, right? Okay, so now you can see that my tank has shown up in the list of blocks that are a part of the network. So what I want to do is on this first channel, I'm going to highlight it. And over here, I want to select the type of channel that it is. So clicking the button changes the type of channel. And right now we just want fluid, because the resin that's in those arboreal extractors is a fluid. So I want to create this channel. I'm going to call it extract resin, so I can keep track of it. I want it to be round robin, which is fine. It is set to enable processing immediately. If I'm not ready for that, I can turn that off and say, no, wait till I've set up the channel. I'm okay with it. So what we want to do is for each of these, so for the jumbo tank, I'm going to click the little button in the first channel, and I want to create a connection, and I want it to be an insert connection, because the jumbo tank is where all the resin's going to go. I'm going to leave everything else as the default. Then I'm going to go to the next one, which is our first arboreal extractor. And in this case, I want it to be an extraction, right? So we're extracting resin. So everything that has an arboreal extractor, I'm going to set to extract. And so all of our resin from these should be going into our tank. And we'll go check that that's true. I don't need to have any interaction with the controller on this channel, so I can just leave it blank. So these are now empty because all of our resin is in our tank right here. And we have 8.5 buckets of resin, which is fantastic. So while I'm thinking about it, we're going to load these chunks. First, we're going to claim the chunks. And I'm going to load the ones that the trees are sitting in so that while I'm offline of the server, you can see as the resin comes in to the extractor, it's getting pulled out by XNet, which is fantastic. And if these needed, so here's another thing we could do with XNet, which I think is super cool. Let's get a barrel and some of our bone blocks. And I'm going to set the barrel, doesn't even matter where I set it, right here. And I'm going to break up all this into bone meal, right? And I'm going to put a connector on the barrel so it's now a part of the XNet system, right? So now I have this barrel. And I'm going to make a new channel that's item, because the barrel contains bone meal, which is an item. And I'm going to create that channel, and we're going to call it bone meal so I can keep track. And it can have a priority, that's fine. And so from the barrel side, I want to extract. And I want it to be, I don't have a blacklist. Yeah, so this means it'll pull whatever's in the barrel. I could leave it in whitelist mode and put bone meal in here, but I'm only ever going to put bone meal in the barrel, so it's fine. I want to take the bone meal out of the barrel and I want to put it in the arboreal extractors. So we're just going to turn these into insert. Oop, insert, and make sure that it's enable black mist mode is selected so that it's not waiting for an item, a specific item to filter. So these are all insert. And we should see the bone meal coming out of this barrel and being put into, if it's priority, it's probably going from this end first. So it's filling up. Can't find the one it's filling. There it is. It's filling up the extractors with bone meal for me automatically to increase the production of resin. There, that one's full. It's probably working on another one. There's this one. So it's whatever order they are in. And it's not very fast, and you can actually provide it with upgrades to make it faster. But that's how you use, and we're losing power fast, so I'm gonna... XNet does need power to operate. Are you done? Yes, 100% infused. Beautiful. So let's take this over here temporarily to keep our XNet stuff set up. So I'm going to put the generator right next to it. There we go. So it'll provide plenty of power for this to keep running while we finish this setup. So the next thing we want to do is take the resin that we're getting, and I want to put it in a fractioning still. We're doing this all like on the freaking side of the water. You know, I'll show you the beauty of XNet is it doesn't care where it lives. So as long as I've connected this block to the network, it doesn't matter where my wires go, right? They can be crazy. But if I look again in the controller, you can see that I've added the fractioning still. And now I want a new channel. I'm still dealing with the fluid, only this time. So there's our new fluid channel. This time I want to take the resin out of the jumbo tank. So we create an extract from the jumbo, and we're going to insert it into the fractioning still. So an insert. And so we should see someday, possibly, why you no work. Do you need power? No, you have power. Redstone is ignored. Let's sleep. Still haven't made a mega torch. Jeez Louise. Okay, Gregory, take care. Drake says there's also interactions with other mods that people don't often think about too. Yeah. Oh, Greggy's got his first day of school tomorrow. Okay. No worries. We'll miss you. Drake says somewhat similar to applied energistics IO ports then. Yes. Close. Very close. Okay. Why are you no work? Am I even using the right block? That's the real question. We get tree oil and a fractioning still. Yes. By giving it resin. Oh, I have to tell the block it needs to accept things. My bad. So, thermal expansion is very particular. We have to say it. We need to auto input enabled from the left, and there's all of our resin. Woo! Also, we're using a ton of power very quickly. So let's set up the power that we're going to be producing. So if I put connectors on our compression dynamos, these are the things we're going to be giving the tree oil to produce power. And then I'm going to need 4 more connectors because we got to pull the power out and it needs to be a separate channel. I've learned this the hard way. Okay, so we're going to put the resin. Nope. What are you making for us? The tree oil. We need another fluid channel. Create. We're going to take the tree oil that's coming out of our fractioning still. Create. Extract the tree oil. And we're going to insert it into the 4 compression dynamos. And I think I need to tell this to do an in and out. There we go. Okay, so they are getting the tree oil. Fantastic. And now if I run this back, well, it doesn't even matter. I need one more. Need one more connector. I might need 2 more. We take our infused dimensional cell and put a connector on it. And then tell XNet, the very last channel we have, I want it to be an energy channel. So energy, create, and we call this power. We want to take the power that's coming out of the compression dynamos. So extract, extract, extract. Oop, extract. And insert them into the dimensional cell. Why aren't you? Oh, it's because it's not connected to the actual network. My bad. Hold on. Those are not going to be the right side. That's the west side. You need to make sure all your cables are touching in order for things to be part of the same network. So now that these are all touching the original set of cables, they're part of the network. So we're extracting power. There we go. So you can see now we have a west and an east side. And so this is where we're extracting power from our compression dynamos to put into our dimensional cell. So that's an insert. And we need to tell it that we want power going into it. And there we have power being stored magically. And then if we take our other dimensional cell, and what's it gonna need to do? I'm gonna need it to give power to... Okay, so this dimensional cell is doing nothing, right? But we need to link it to this one. So I'm going to take a power cell card and put it in here. And now it says link 1. And if I put it over here, we should now have a... There we go. Nope. 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 I need to leave you in there. No, I don't need you to be different links. Let's see. Link 4. Link 4, there it is. My bad. Now are you part of the same network? Yes. So because they each have a power cell card with the link 4, because I'm silly and put it in 4 times. Normally it would say link 1. Now they have a shared energy pool of 8 million instead of just the 4. So it's the 4 and the 4 together. And you're out of power. So we are going to add another power distribution channel to our network. This cell is going to be set to provide power out. God, if I could connect it, and it's connected to our network, so now it appears. So now we need a channel that's energy, but that's providing energy to the blocks that need it. So we're going to extract from this dimensional cell. So we do a create extract, and we're going to insert power into any block that needs it. So the 2 that we have are the fractioning still and the controller itself. So those get inserts. So now our system is producing power and providing power to the blocks that need it in order to continue to collect power. And hopefully we will get a net positive of power with this many trees. And if not, we'll add more trees. So we can see our compression dynamos firing off in the back. We definitely have enough dynamos for the amount of resin we're producing. But I don't know if we have enough resin to stay. Oh, we do. So we have a net positive power production. Woohoo! That's what I was hoping for. That does mean we need to keep the arboreal extractors supplied with bone meal. Unlimited cosmic power! Itty bitty living space. Exactly. Phew. Okay, that... I wasn't sure we were going to get there today. But we did. I'm very excited. And I know it looks crazy. I'll rearrange this so that it makes more sense. Like we'll make a little power production building. Because XNet doesn't need... Like, it doesn't matter what shape it is. It doesn't matter where you put things as long as they're connected. And that's what I was trying to illustrate is the steps. So, to recap, we are pulling resin from the bottom of these trees, and we are putting it in a tank, just in case we start producing more resin than we're burning. And then we're going to take that resin out of that tank and put it in a fractioning still to turn it into tree oil. That's the block right behind my head. And then that tree oil we're feeding into these compression dynamos who burn the tree oil and turn it into power. And that power we're putting into this dimensional cell. And the dimensional cells are like a multi-block where the blocks don't have to be touching. So they share power because we linked them. And so we're using the dimensional cell to actually provide power back to the fractioning still and the controller, which also requires power, so that our XNet system keeps running. And we don't need that generator anymore because we're net positive on power. And it looks like we're net positive on oil. How are we doing? We're doing good. I think the biggest challenge right now is going to be the bone meal. So we'll see what rate our bone meal goes. I'm going to put another stack of blocks worth of bone meal in there so that it can stay loaded and producing power. And hopefully, you know what? Maybe we'll do 2 stacks of bone meal blocks, because that's why I have the blocks, is for this process. And hopefully I will find a skeleton spawner between now and the next episode. Because you know I'm going to make a mine shaft under here. Like, that's just the way I do. And I will probably move our power over from the other. Drake says, the Reddit post you saw explaining the residents said they believe it only requires 2 tree blocks above the extractor. So I should be able to cut the trees down and expand vertically if I need to. That's a great idea. So yeah, chop them down, then put dirt, grow a new tree, and stick the extractor on it. It's genius. So we can make a wall of resin extractors. Especially if I don't find a skelly spawner in the neighborhood. Because then there would be AFKing required to do that and all the things. I mean, I guess we can make a bone meal farm out of a farm. I don't know what would grow fast enough to do that. Maybe source berries. Can I compost a source berry? They're the only thing I know that grows super fast. You can. And they're a 30% chance. That's worth pontificating. Okay, but I am, of course, crazily over time for today. But I wanted to get this done, and it's gonna rain on me. That's feature. Okay. Thank y'all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, please leave a like. It helps me out, and I appreciate it. Drake, thank you so much for helping me look that up. Because if I hadn't figured it out, I would have been relying on you. So, there you go. I hope you have a great morning. We'll see you again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. In the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.